Hello, dear friends. When you face difficulties and challenges, have you ever thought about God? I have moments when I think about Him in situations like these. Please don't laugh at me, because often I forget about God in my life. It's just the weakness of human nature. But sometimes I ask myself, where is God in these tough times? Where is God? Have you ever asked yourself the same question, feeling a bit disappointed or having your faith shaken? Today, I invite you to join me in offering a prayer, calling out to God, not to make Him appear clearly in your life, but to help us remain steadfast, to place our trust and our lives in His hands so that He may support us through our difficulties. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please subscribe so that we can unite in prayer every day. Now, let's begin today's prayer. As you wake up to a new day, let's take a moment together. Whatever struggles you're facing, know this: you're not alone. Life's trials can be heavy, and sometimes the weight of it all feels unbearable. But in these moments, remember, God's presence is with you. His love surrounds you, and His strength is available to you. When the road ahead seems uncertain, when the pain feels too much to bear, take a deep breath and turn your heart toward Him. Even if you don't see Him clearly in your circumstances right now, He is there, guiding you, strengthening you in ways you cannot always understand. And today, we ask for His salvation to fill you, His grace to carry you through each moment, and His endurance to sustain your soul. In your struggles, know that His love is steadfast. He sees your tears, He understands your heartache, and He will never leave you. Just as it is written, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. This is His promise to you. It doesn't matter how deep the valley, He walks with you through it. His presence is not just in the easy moments, but especially in the hard ones. Trust that He is working within you, shaping you, giving you the strength to rise again. As you go through your day, remember that you are never alone in your trials. God is with you, holding you close, offering you His peace and His strength. When doubts arise, when fear tries to grip your heart, hold on to this truth. You are held in His loving arms, and He will carry you through. Let this be your reminder today. His presence is with you, His strength is yours, and His grace is enough for every moment. Take a moment to pause and feel that peace, knowing He is right there with you every step of the way. May His presence fill your heart today and always. As you face the challenges that come your way today, take a moment to reflect on the truth that God's presence is never far from you. The trials of life may seem endless, and sometimes it feels like you're walking alone, but know that this is a lie that the world wants you to believe. In reality, God is always near, especially in your hardest moments. He is the strength that holds you when you feel weak. He is the light that guides you through the darkest paths. You may not always feel His presence, but it's there, steady and unwavering, waiting for you to reach out, even if just with a whisper of your heart. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the weight of your struggles, the fear, the pain, the uncertainty. They all weigh heavily on your soul. But take heart, for you don't carry this burden alone. God is with you, carrying the weight with you, even when you can't see how. His grace is sufficient for every need you have, no matter how big or small. As you walk through the storm, remember that He is the anchor that keeps you grounded, the hand that holds you steady. The challenges you face are not an indication that God has abandoned you, but rather an opportunity for you to see His strength at work in your life. You may feel weak, but it is in your weakness that His power is made perfect. His strength is not for the perfect or the strong, but for the broken and the weary. It's easy to look at your circumstances and think, how will I ever get through this? But you don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to see the whole path. All that is required of you is to trust in Him, step by step, moment by moment. Each day, He will provide the strength you need to endure. You may not feel like you're moving forward, but rest assured, God is at work in ways you cannot yet understand. In times of doubt, turn your eyes to Him. Seek His peace. Even if the storm rages around you, His peace can still your heart. In His presence, there is rest. In His love, there is comfort. Even when it feels like everything is fallen apart, know that He is right there holding it all together. He is the one who restores. He is the one who heals. He is the one who strengthens. He is everything you need in this moment and every moment to come. As you begin your day, take with you the assurance that God's presence is with you, walking beside you through every trial. He doesn't promise that life will be free of difficulties, but He does promise that He will be with you in the midst of them. His love is unshakable. His mercy is endless. His grace is always enough. And so, whatever you face today, know that He will be your refuge, your strength, and your source of endurance. You are not alone. You never have been, and you never will be. His presence is with you today and always. Trust in that. Find peace in that. Let His presence fill you with the courage you need to face whatever lies ahead. May you carry this truth with you today. God's presence is your strength. His presence is your peace. His presence is your salvation. And no matter how difficult the road, His presence is always enough. As you journey through your day, it's important to remember that every challenge you face is an opportunity for God to reveal Himself to you in deeper ways. In the quiet moments of struggle, He is there, just as He was in the storm with His disciples, calming the winds with a word. God is not a distant observer. He is intimately involved in every aspect of your life. When you feel like you're standing on the edge of what you can bear, He is the one who will help you take that next step. His presence is not only a comfort in the good times, but it is an anchor in the bad, a constant companion in both the joy and the pain. When the world around you feels uncertain and your heart grows weary from the burdens you carry, remember that you are walking alongside a God who knows your pain, understands your fears, and has the power to transform even the most hopeless of situations. Your struggles are not wasted. Every tear, every moment of doubt, every ounce of frustration is seen by God, and He promises to use these moments to refine you, to strengthen your faith, and to bring you closer to the person He created you to be. It's in these moments of brokenness that His healing work is most visible, when you are most open to His grace. Sometimes it can feel like your prayers are unanswered or that God is silent, but do not be discouraged. Silence does not mean absence. Just as a mother's presence is still felt even when she is not speaking, so too is God's presence with you even when He is silent. His love for you never wavers, and His plan for your life continues to unfold in ways that are beyond your understanding. The patience He asks of you is not in vain, for in the waiting He is molding you, preparing you for something greater. Trust that in His timing, everything will fall into place. Remember, too, that your endurance is not a sign of your strength alone, but a testament to His power at work in you. Your ability to keep going, to rise each morning and face the world again, is a reflection of God's sustaining power. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in His eyes. You are not fighting this battle alone. His grace empowers you to endure. His strength enables you to stand, and His love compels you to press on even when you feel like giving up. As you face the trials of today, take a moment to remind yourself that God is in every detail. He sees the struggles you face, even the ones no one else knows about. He knows the weight of the burdens you carry, the deep ache in your heart, and the exhaustion that sometimes feels overwhelming. Yet, He promises to give you rest. His invitation is simple. Come to Him, all you who are weary, and He will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. This rest is not merely physical, but a peace that transcends all understanding, a peace that calms the storm within you, even when the storm rages outside. Let His peace fill your heart today, knowing that you are deeply loved and that His presence will never leave you. There will be moments when you feel uncertain, when fear threatens to overtake you, but in those moments, call out to Him. His presence is a refuge, a safe place where you can find comfort and strength. His promises are unbreakable, and He will never leave you to face your trials alone. You can trust that, even when the path ahead seems unclear, He is guiding you, leading you towards something greater than you can see right now. And as you walk through today, carry with you the certainty that God is not only with you, but that He is actively at work in you and through you. The challenges you face today are not random. They are part of a greater story, a story of growth, healing, and transformation. God is using these moments to shape you, to deepen your faith, and to prepare you for what lies ahead. You may not understand all the details, but trust that He does. Trust that He is working all things together for your good, Romans 8:28, and that His presence will guide you through every moment. When your heart feels heavy, when you're unsure of where to turn, remember that you are not alone. God is with you. He is near, even in your pain, even in your doubt. His love is unshakable, and His presence is always enough. Allow yourself to be held in that love today. Let His peace surround you. And when the challenges of life seem too much to bear, remember that His strength is perfect in your weakness. Trust in His presence and let it be your source of strength, hope, and endurance. May you find peace in knowing that God's presence is with you every step of the way. His love is your foundation, His strength is your support, and His grace is your guide. As you continue through this journey, remember that life is not a series of isolated moments, but rather a flowing river of experiences. Each moment, whether it feels like a challenge or a victory, is woven together with the thread of God's presence. The trials that you face are not signs of His absence, but rather opportunities for you to experience the depths of His strength, His grace, and His love. When you feel overwhelmed, when the world seems too much to bear, lean into this truth. God has not forgotten you. His plans for your life are still unfolding, even in the midst of hardship. Every struggle is part of a bigger picture, a story that He is writing with you. In the silence, in the waiting, in the moments where you feel like you're walking through the unknown, know that God is using these times to refine your spirit. He does not waste any of your pain. It is through the fire that precious metals are purified, and it is through the difficulties of life that your character and faith are strengthened. You may not see the results immediately, and you may not understand why things are happening the way they are, but trust that God is at work. Trust that He is making something beautiful out of your brokenness. Even when you can't see the progress, He is still moving, still shaping you, still making you more into the person you are meant to become. As you face the moments that feel impossible, take a moment to reflect on the truth that God is not only near, but that He is actively working in your life. It's easy to think that you are alone when you are in the midst of a trial, but the truth is, He is right there with you, walking alongside you. His footsteps are beside yours, and His strength is lifting you up when you can't stand on your own. Even when you feel like you're walking through the darkest valley, His light is still shining, guiding you step by step. His presence is the light that never fades, the strength that never weakens, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. In those quiet moments of doubt or despair, when you wonder where the strength to keep going will come from, remember that you have access to the Creator of the universe. His power is limitless, and His ability to sustain you is unmatched. He can provide everything you need to keep moving forward. When you feel like you are running on empty, He is the one who fills you. When you are overwhelmed, He is the one who calms your spirit. When you are broken, He is the one who heals you. The strength to endure doesn't come from your own abilities, but from the strength He freely offers to you. Sometimes the hardest part of facing a trial is the feeling of being stuck in it, of not seeing the way out. But even in those moments, God is at work. He is not bound by time or by our limited understanding. What feels like a delay in our eyes may actually be His perfect timing. The path He is leading you down is the best one for you, even if it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. Trust that He is guiding you toward a future that is filled with hope and purpose, even when you can't see it right now. His presence in your trials is not just a comfort, but a promise that He is working things together for your good in ways you may not yet fully understand. It's easy to focus on the struggles and the pain, but take a moment today to remember the victories, the moments of grace, and the signs of His love that are already present in your life. There are blessings that are easy to overlook when you're focused on the challenges, but they are there waiting for you to see them. His provision, His love, His care, they are all around you. Even in the small moments, God is working. Even in the quiet spaces, His presence is there, reminding you that you are never alone. As you move forward through this day, remember that God's presence is a constant in your life. He is with you in every moment, every breath, every heartbeat. His love is unchanging. His mercy is endless, and His strength is always available to you. There will be moments when you feel weak, but in those moments, lean on Him. There will be times when you feel lost, but in those times, look to Him for direction. There will be seasons of struggle, but in those seasons, trust that He is preparing you for something greater. His presence is with you always, and with Him by your side, you can endure whatever comes your way. So, as you face the challenges of today, walk with the assurance that God is walking with you. His presence is your constant companion, your source of strength, your rock in the storm. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to see the whole path. All you need to do is take one step at a time, trusting that He will provide the grace and strength for each moment. And when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like you can't take another step, remember that God is with you, holding you, lifting you, and carrying you through it all. In the end, it is not the trials themselves that define you, but how you walk through them with God by your side. It's in your faith, your trust, and your perseverance that His glory is revealed. So stand firm today, knowing that His presence is with you, that His strength is within you, and that His love will never fail you. You are not alone. God is with you now and always. In the midst of life's challenges, it's easy to become consumed by the weight of what you're going through. There are days when the struggle seems endless, when the uncertainty feels overwhelming, and when you question how you will ever make it through. But in those very moments, God's presence is not absent. Rather, it's in those moments that His presence shines brightest. His strength is most evident when we are at our weakest, His peace most profound when we are in the midst of turmoil. When life feels like it's too much to bear, He is the steady foundation beneath your feet, the rock that will never move. We often look for answers, for solutions, for a way out. But sometimes the answers aren't in the circumstances changing, but in how we change as we walk through the difficulties. God is not just interested in the outcome, but in the transformation that happens within you as you endure. Every moment of struggle is an opportunity for growth. Every tear is a chance for God to pour out His comfort. Every time you feel like giving up is a moment when God's grace can pour in and fill you up. Even when you don't feel it, even when you don't see it, He is working in you, molding you, refining you. This process isn't easy. It isn't quick, but it is necessary. Life is full of seasons, and each season, whether of pain or joy, difficulty or ease, serves a purpose in God's grand design. You may not understand why you're going through this particular season, but you can trust that God does. His perspective is eternal, and He sees the end from the beginning. He knows exactly what you need and when you need it. Every step you take, every struggle you face is part of a journey that is leading you towards something greater. Even if you can't see it now, trust that God is guiding you step by step toward the fulfillment of His purpose for your life. There will be moments when the weight of the world feels unbearable, when you're not sure how much longer you can go on. It's in those moments that God is closest to you, not because He wasn't there before, but because in your pain, you're more aware of your need for Him. When you feel like you've reached the end of your strength, He will give you the strength to keep going. When your heart feels empty, He will fill it with His peace. When the road seems too difficult, He will be your guide, lighting the way when all you can see is darkness. The key is to trust that His presence is with you, even when it feels like everything has fallen apart. There are no shortcuts in this process of endurance. It requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to trust in God, even when you don't have all the answers. It requires surrendering your desire for control and embracing the truth that God's plan is better than anything you could have imagined. It requires the courage to face each day, even when it feels like you're walking in the dark. But it is in that darkness that God's light shines the brightest. It is in the midst of the storm that you will find His peace. Every step you take, even the smallest ones, is a victory. Every time you choose to trust in Him, to press on even when you feel like quitting, you're growing stronger in your faith. And with each day that passes, you are one step closer to the breakthrough that God has for you. You may not see it right now, but every trial, every moment of difficulty is leading you to a place of deeper understanding, greater strength, and a closer relationship with Him. God does not waste any part of your journey. Every step, every moment is being used to shape you into the person He has called you to be. And even in the moments when you feel the most alone, when you feel like no one understands the depth of your pain, remember that God is with you. He sees you, He knows you, and He is holding you close, even when you can't feel it. His love for you is unconditional, His care for you unwavering. He will never leave you to walk this path alone. His presence is with you every moment, every step, every breath you take. Even when you feel like you're walking through the hardest season of your life, He is right there beside you, walking with you, sustaining you with His love and His strength. It's easy to get caught up in the challenges you're facing, to focus on the obstacles and the hardships. But today, shift your focus. Turn your eyes to God's faithfulness. Look back on all the times He has carried you through before. Remember the moments when He provided, when He healed, when He answered your prayers in ways you never expected. Let those moments be a reminder that God is with you, that He is faithful, and that His presence will never leave you. His love for you is unshakable. His grace is sufficient, and His strength is more than enough for whatever you face today. So, as you walk through today's challenges, don't walk alone. Allow God to walk with you, to carry you, to strengthen you. Lean on Him when you're weary, trust in Him when you're unsure, and rest in Him when you need peace. His presence is your strength, your refuge, and your guide. And as you continue this journey, take comfort in knowing that no matter what comes your way, you are never alone. God is with you, always holding you, leading you, and giving you the endurance you need to face whatever lies ahead. There are times in life when everything feels like it's fallen apart, when you're running on empty and don't know how to keep going. In those moments, it's easy to forget that there's a quiet strength beside you, waiting for you to reach out. That strength is God's presence, always there, especially when you're at your lowest. Sometimes when you're facing a challenge, all you see is a wall standing in front of you. But if you take just one step forward with trust, you'll realize that wall isn't there to stop you, but to show you the true power that lies within you through Him. God doesn't promise that everything will be easy, but He promises He will never leave you. When you feel alone, know that He is right there by your side, never leaving you. When your heart is heavy with worry and doubt, don't forget that God is always present with no need for fancy words or grand gestures. Sometimes all it takes is a simple, "God, I need you," and He will hear you. Life isn't always simple, but it's through the struggles that we grow. It's in the hard times that we discover the strength we never knew we had. Every time you feel tired, remember that God is walking with you. He's giving you the strength to keep going, the hope to keep moving forward. It's not because you're the strongest person, but because He is your source of strength, always helping you stand tall. Today, you might feel hopeless, like there's no way out. But remember that every trial you face is just a part of the journey. You never know what good things will come after the storm. Every hardship, no matter how painful or difficult, serves a purpose, and it's a chance to witness the power of God working in your life. Even when things seem dark, God is always present, providing you with the strength, peace, and endurance you need to face what comes next. In those moments when you feel like you can't go on, when you're tired, weary, and overwhelmed, know that God is carrying you. He's there to lift you up when you don't have the strength to stand on your own. His love is unwavering, His presence constant, and His grace is more than enough. Don't be afraid to lean on Him. It's in your weakness that His power is most evident. You may not see it now, but every challenge is shaping you into the person God created you to be. You don't need to know the whole path. You just need to take it one step at a time with Him by your side. And when the road gets tough, remember that He's right there, offering His hand to help you up, offering His strength when you feel like you have none left. Trust that He will carry you through. You are never alone. Even when life seems unbearable, when every step forward feels like a struggle, you are not abandoned. God's presence in your life is constant, even when the circumstances don't change right away. The waiting can be difficult, and the silence can feel like a heavy weight. But in these times, God is still working. He's teaching you patience, endurance, and trust. Every day that you keep going, even when you feel exhausted, is a step of faith. It's a reminder that God is with you and He's equipping you to handle everything that comes your way. Sometimes you may feel like you're stuck, that the situation will never improve. But remember, even when things seem impossible, God specializes in making a way when there seems to be no way. His ability to turn things around is far beyond our understanding. The way He works in our lives isn't always immediate or obvious, but He is always at work, even in the silence. He's teaching you to rely on Him, not on your own understanding, and that's where true peace comes from. Trusting that, even in the hardest moments, He is guiding you, leading you, and providing for you. When you feel like you're on the verge of breaking, that's often when God is closest. He doesn't leave you in your trials. Instead, He walks with you through them, giving you the strength to endure. Think of the times in your life when you thought you wouldn't make it through, but somehow you did. That's not because you were strong enough on your own. It's because God was there carrying you through the storm. And He's still doing that now. When you're overwhelmed, remember that you don't have to do this alone. You are not walking through life's challenges in isolation. God is with you, and His strength will never fail you. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to admit that you're struggling. But don't forget that in your vulnerability, you are never weak in God's eyes. It's in our brokenness that He shows His greatest power. When we surrender our control, when we let go of trying to handle everything on our own, that's when we open ourselves to receiving His strength, His wisdom, and His love. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to trust that God is working in ways you cannot yet see. He is moving in the background, arranging things in your favor, even when it feels like nothing is changing. The beauty of God's presence is that it isn't dependent on your circumstances. Whether you're in a season of struggle or a season of peace, God is with you, loving you, guiding you. He is not distant. He is not waiting for you to be perfect before He helps you. He is with you now, right where you are, and He will never leave you. You don't have to be strong enough to face life's trials on your own. You just have to trust in Him and let His strength be your own. And while you wait for your circumstances to change, take comfort in knowing that God is using this time to prepare you for something greater. The struggles you face now are not in vain. They are shaping you, refining you, and building in you the qualities that will allow you to fulfill the purpose He has for your life. So don't rush through the hard times. Allow God to do His work in you. Trust that He is making something beautiful out of your pain, something that will glorify Him and bring you peace. Remember, the challenges you face today do not define you. They do not dictate your worth, and they do not determine your future. What defines you is the love of God that surrounds you, the strength He gives you, and the hope He places in your heart. No matter how difficult your journey, God is with you every step of the way, and His love is more than enough to carry you through. The trials will pass, but His love and His presence will remain. So, as you continue on this path, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you are not alone. God is with you. He is your refuge, your strength, your guide. When you don't know what comes next, trust that He does. Lean into His presence. Let His peace fill your heart, knowing that He will never leave you to face life's challenges alone. His grace is sufficient. His love is unshakable, and His presence is always with you. And with Him by your side, there is nothing you cannot endure. As you stand in the midst of life's storms, remember that each challenge is an opportunity for growth. It's in these moments when it feels like the world is closing in that God's power is most evident. He doesn't remove the storm, but He gives you the strength to endure it. With every wave that crashes against you, His grace is there, steadying you. The struggle isn't to break you, it's to strengthen you, to prepare you for what is yet to come. What you're facing today is shaping the person you will become tomorrow. When the road ahead seems unclear and your heart is heavy with uncertainty, look to the future with hope. God's promises are never broken, and His timing is always perfect. He's not just watching from a distance. He's in the middle of the journey with you. He is writing your story, and even the parts that seem painful now are leading to something beautiful. Trust that in the moments of difficulty, He is preparing you for greater things. His plan is unfolding step by step, and you are exactly where you need to be. And when you find yourself at a loss for words, when the weight of everything becomes too much to bear, know that your silent cries are heard. God understands the language of your heart. Even when you can't articulate the depth of your struggles, He is listening. Your pain is not unnoticed. Your heartache is not in vain. He is working behind the scenes, weaving your struggles into something meaningful, something that will bring you closer to the person He created you to be. In the quiet, in the waiting, He is there, just as present as He is in the moments of victory. So today, let go of the weight that you've been carrying alone. Release your fears, your doubts, and trust that God's strength is sufficient. You don't need to have all the answers, and you don't need to know what the future holds. You only need to trust in the one who holds your future in His hands. Allow His peace to fill your heart, knowing that He is always working even when you can't see it. His love for you never changes, and His commitment to your well-being is unwavering. As you face the challenges ahead, carry this truth in your heart. You are not defined by the difficulties you endure, but by the love and grace of the one who walks beside you. Your struggles may be real, but so is God's power to overcome them. Trust in His ability to bring you through. Allow yourself to rest in His embrace, to trust in His timing, and to surrender your fears into His capable hands. You are held, you are loved, and with God's strength, you can face whatever comes next with hope and confidence. May His presence guide you today, and may His peace guard your heart through every challenge. As you go forward today, carry the peace of knowing that God's presence is always with you, strengthening and guiding you through every challenge. His love is unwavering and His promises are sure. Remember that no matter where life takes you, He will never leave your side. If this prayer has brought comfort to your heart, I invite you to subscribe and join us each day as we continue to seek God together in prayer and reflection. Let's walk this journey of faith side by side, growing stronger in His love and grace. Thank you for joining me today. Take heart, trust in God's timing, and remember that He is always there. Until we meet again, may His peace fill your heart, and may His presence be your constant companion. See you soon. God bless you.